Welcome FlossTube. My name is Barbie and this is my channel As the Whip Turns. On this channel I talk about my journey in cross stitch and I bring you along with me. So I hope you all are doing good. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. I hope that you find something you like and you stay. You guys have really supported me in my channel and I very much appreciate it. It's growing and I thank you for all the likes, the subscribes, the shares. Thank you. I appreciate that. Today we're going to get into my whips that I've been working on. I have a finish. I have some new starts that I'm going to be starting that I'm going to talk about. I have haul, and on my segment for throwing threads I have an idea for you for fabric storage. So if you are looking for something new, I think it's pretty cool, but I'm going to throw it out there for you guys to ponder. And of course we'll wrap it up with my floss forecast and give you an idea what I'm going to be working on, where I'm going for next week. So let's get going with my whips. My first one is Plum Street Sampler Gold Tide Welcome. If you remember, I'm working on this one, and this is, I'm using the silks on this one, and I'm also, this is a 36 count gingerbread linen is what I'm using. And as you can see, I've filled in up here if you've watched my prior and I've videos, and this is the corner. So as you can tell, remember, if you remember, I'm saying that it's not really that big. This is the end right here and it cuts back. But I've been working on this, so getting this border going so I can pop in the inside. When I get it a little bit farther, I'll start jumping on the inside. This one I just started. If you watched my last video, I'm doing the harvest. I'm doing this on the called for. This is 25 count natural Dublin linen, and it's DMC is what I'm using, and I of course have all the beads and stuff that will go with it, and this is where I'm at. I'm working on this H back over here, and this one's been really fun, really a fun relaxing stitch for me. My next one is the Mad Tea Party, which you would have seen before, and I had been working on the border, and it is on 28 count gingerbread Lugana. I finished the border and I'm starting to move in. I did a Zoom on Tuesday evening with some ladies from Instagram, and I was working on this, trying to move this one along. And I'm doing this on all called for. It's DMC, and there's Krynic and all kinds of stuff for this one, beads. And I'll do the beading and all that towards the end of, when I get to the end after I finish all the stitching. This one is my Amy Kane 1831. Yeah. And this is Hands Across the Sea sampler that I'm doing. And this is where I'm at. This is on 28 Lugana that I dyed myself, and I'm using all DMC, not the silks on this one. And I had been down here on this bird and I finished this, and I started and got that bird, and actually this is the first page done. The only thing I have left to do is do satin stitches for their eyes. And this little bug is 1/1, a little butterfly. She's coming along. I've got her moving. Next here is American Welcome by Plum Street Sampler. And this one I love too. I love the colors in this one. Let me put the name so you can catch it all. And I'm doing this, let me get it up here. I finished the first page on this one. I'm doing on Bramble 36 count linen, and I'm doing the called for colors on this one. And that's the first page done. So I'm excited about that it's moving along as well. Liberty's Welcome. If you remember, if you watched my last video, I had just started this one, and I barely had a little bit of the green. I had started it that morning before I had recorded. And this one, let me get I'm doing on, wait a minute. I gotta see where I'm at here. This way. And so I got quite a bit done on this one. I am doing this one on, let's see, Liberty Welcome. I'm doing this on 40 count Silver Moon Newcastle linen, and I'm using the silks on this one. So I'm also moving on this one, working on the first page. And I really enjoy working on these ones as well. I wouldn't be, I guess, if I didn't enjoy it, huh? Next, Summer Delivery, Plum Street Sampler. I had just started this one, and I was doing the sign. I changed the color from grit to straw in the sign, and I got the sign finished. And I'm doing this on a 28 count. Let me get my notes here. Sorry guys. Oh, 28 count Lugana called Earthen, and I'm using the called for threads, except I changed the grit to straw, and I'm going to be doing this color for the horse because it would be the same color as the sign, but I'm doing it, the horse, this color. And this is Pebble by Gentle Arts. This is what I'm going to start next. I'll start moving down. But I got all this filled in and moved it along. And I just love the colors on this one. It's just, I just think those colors are pretty. Pretty. And my last WIP that I have been working on is another Bella Filipina Maiden Mermaid. I'm not even gonna attempt that. And I'm doing her on 28 count linen, which is called Neverland, which is by Fiberlicious, which is actually the called for, and everything's the called for. The only thing, if you've watched my prior videos when I'm showing this, and I've been doing all this hair in here, is that I'm doing different levels. So like the Sea Crescent, I'm doing 3 strands. This is actually silk. The hair, I'm doing 2 strands, and then on these inner pieces like the shadowing and the shading, I'm doing 1/1 to try and see if I can do depth. I had asked if anybody has ever done that before, and because I was curious if anybody has worked it that way before. So I'm excited to see how that comes out, and I will continue working on it and moving along on it. I'm going to show you my finish now. If you remember, I had my throwing thread idea of using the mica powder for the Wandering Witch, was by Mill Hill, and I finished her, and here she is. I have to say that I would have been better off probably taking and just restitching that with Krynic or doing something different, but it did bring it out enough to show, and I did finish it. I finished beading her, and she come out cute. I made her into a little pillow to sit up on my shelf. So I'm excited that she's done for the spooky season. On some new starts here that I'm going to be, I had put in my last video, I had 4 choices and I had a couple people vote, and so I'm going to go ahead for the 2 that voted. I'm going to do the ones you voted for. So I am going to do the rocking horse, and I am going to do the All Hallows Eve, which this one will be really interesting because this has stitches that I've never done before. There's a lot of specialty stitches in this, and so that will be interesting to see how I fare on those. But I'm gonna start kitting those up to be able to start those. If you remember on my floss forecast from my last video, I was talking about having to frog a whole bunch because I did the wrong color on this one, so I'm restarting this one as well. And God saw. And so I will be restarting that one. I've fixed my stuff. These are a couple more that I'm kitting up right now, and actually some of these I already have kitted up. Serenity, which is another one by Teresa that I've had, and I've had it kitted up, and I just haven't started it, and so I think I'm gonna start throwing some threads in it and get it going. I'm doing the called for colors, but I'm doing a different I'm gonna put it on this fabric, and this fabric is called this is by Bee Stitch Me. It's Cold Foam, and this is 32 count Lagana, and so I'm gonna put it on this fabric. I think that will be pretty. So that's the fabric that I have chosen to start that one on. I can't wait. I love those colors too. It's pretty. The other one that have kitted up and I'm gonna start working on is my Cricut collection called Rest and Be Thankful, and it's this one here. Actually, I'm gonna end up doing both of these, but this is the one I'm gonna start working on. And I'm doing the called for threads, but I'm using a different fabric, and I'm going to use this Bee Stitch Me. It's 32 count linen called Scroll, and I think that will look nice with that fall looking. I think that is so pretty. So I can't wait to get going on those. I've been prepping everything, seeing what I had and what I'm gonna need. Some of for the Christmas one and the Halloween one, I'm gonna need to get some things. I didn't have all of them, so I'll have to work through that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my throwing threads idea. You know, I have a lot of fabric, and in my fabric I put in bins, and so whenever I have to go through to look for fabric, you know, you got to dump it out and you got to sort through it and stuff. So I was one day at the pharmacy, and for whatever reason, these bags drew my attention, and I was like, huh, you know what? These would be great to store fabric in. So here I have a Bee Stitch Me piece. I wouldn't even take it out of the thing, but I can put it in these bags and I can hang them. And then when I go to look at, I can hang them in different sizes, whatever, however I want to do it. If I live in an apartment, or if I have like a small area, even like a little nook, you can put a bar across and you can hang them, and it's so easy. What I found is strolling through your fabric. It's It's easy to see. I can see the color. I can easily see what it is. And even if you don't, you can make cards for them. Like here's one that was from somewhere else. And it's just a great, I think, great way to be easy access, and that I can see what I have. But they are pharmacy bags like you see at your pharmacy. And I could see these for a lot of uses. If you're a quilter, if you're working on blocks, you can put them in bags to keep them separated, but you can still see. I mean, I see just so many uses for this. Threads, you could do so many things. And I know that you can get these in different sizes. I got these on Amazon, so you can go there and check it out. I'm sure you can find it. Just pharmacy bags, Google it or something. I'm sure it'll come up. And interesting though. So that was my idea that I popped into my head, and I thought I would pass it on to you guys. So if you guys try it, or you have a different idea, post your idea down below in the comments. That would be great if you could do that. Okay, let's move into my oh, let's do haul. Forgot my haul. I'm in a group through the Silver Needle called Help from Our Friends, A Little Help from Our Friends Stitching Circle, and I've been in it for a while. Last year I had started, and I continued this year, and this is this year's the first one. They come out every couple of months, I think. You can contact them, but they always have cute littles, and it's all kitted, comes with everything. And they're really fun. I think if you go to retreats or stuff, these are cute things that you could do for giveaways if you're giving away. And it came with some garden seeds. So they always have some little things they throw in. I like it. I'm doing it again this year, so I thought I would share you that. You can check that out at Silver Needle on their website, or where you can sign up. I don't know if there's a time frame that you have to sign up or whatever, but you can go there and check it out. Now we are ready for my floss forecast. I'm going to continue working on most of the ones that I have down there that I just showed. I'll probably continue working. I think I'm going to try and throw in my one other one. So sometimes I may have other ones that I throw in that I do some work on because I want to move them forward, so I'll lay off on one. But next week I'm actually going to come back. There'll be a video of my full coverage. I'm going to do an update on those next week. So it will be the following week. I'm going to try and do every 2 weeks on my regular cross stitch, but next week it will be my full coverage. So I would love it if you guys would join me and check it out, and see where I'm moving on those. And I really appreciate it. You guys have been great. Please like, subscribe, share it, so my channel can grow. It helps me, and I hope that you guys have a great, wonderful rest of your week. Bye.